Can you believe that someone sitting in London, New York or Tokyo wants to make money from your kitchen? And it's not because they are interested in cooking. Before I tell you how, ask yourself this. How much time do you take before making an online purchase? 1 minute, 1 hour, maybe even a day. Because big money doesn't just want to make money from you. Billionaires want to influence what you buy, how much you pay, and eventually how you behave as a customer. And that is already happening in India. Now pay attention because this is where it gets interesting. Suppose a big fund in London is looking to invest money. They have already invested in AI companies in US, electric car companies in China, and other growth sectors in big economies. But there's still money left on the table. And idle money is no good because the fund's primary goal is to generate income for the investors. So they now turn to India. The fund sees an app that is offering house helps at 29 rupees an hour. They decide that's where they'll park their money. Within weeks, your stream is flooded with advertisements. You start thinking, if I can get a house help for 29 rupees an hour, why am I paying my mate 6,000 rupees a month for an hour of work each day? The math after all is simple. 29 rupees an hour versus 200 rupees an hour. And that's exactly how big investors first create markets, then reshape consumer behavior, and finally raise prices to make profits. Welcome to 2026, my friend, where big money is chasing returns not on innovation, not on improving lives, not on solving real problems, but on services that are the livelihood for lakhs of lower income Indians. I'll uncover why the big money is chasing what seems like small returns in just 1 minute. But here's a quick reality check. Snabbit has raised $112 million in 5 rounds. Pronto has raised $58 million. InstaHelp says it is prioritizing market leadership. ET reported combined cash burn of these 3 firms in June at $16 to $17 million. That's roughly 150 crore rupees in a month or 5 crore rupees a day. If you want to understand the money behind the headlines and how it affects your everyday life, subscribe to GlobalOpEd. And if you think more people should know where this money is going, like and share this video. Now set these companies aside, but you might be wondering why new market entrants are willing to take losses. There are mainly 2 reasons. Creating a new market, customer acquisition. The companies first take losses, but before the customers know it, they are already dependent on these new categories of services. And 3 years down the line, the same service that costs 29 rupees an hour today would be charged at 290 rupees an hour. Now you'll ask, so what? I will not use those services then. Companies know this all too well, and they are happy to let go of a large chunk of customers as long as they are left with a big enough pool of wealthy customers who can afford their expensive services. At this point, you might be thinking, where's the harm if I'm getting better services at a 90% discount today? The problem is that big money not only influences customer behavior, it also reshapes the labor market. Some of the house helps in your area could become part of the workforce, which is good. Others who are not that lucky will either go back to their villages or be left looking for work in other sectors. And when you look around to find a local house help, there might not be many options. Before you ask, how is formalization of a new sector bad for workers? I have only one argument. Today, the contract is between the customer and the house help, who is providing services. Tomorrow, the same house help will come through a tech platform that will charge commissions for the same services. Prices for you will go up, and there is no guarantee that house helps will get better salaries as market consolidates and investors demand profits. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal in 2025 ruffled a few feathers when he asked, are we going to be happy being delivery boys and girls? Making fancy ice cream and cookies. Is that the destiny of India? And that's the harsh reality as capital dominates labor in an increasingly digital world. You could also be thinking that's the nature of capital. True, but dear friend, every country regulates and protects certain sectors. Has China not protected its EV sector? Isn't the US known for protecting its farmers? However, in India, it already happened in the cab sector. It's unfolding before our eyes as Kiranas struggle. Restaurants are already paying huge commissions for food delivery, and now big money wants to dominate the most vulnerable labor market. Should India allow someone sitting in a swanky London or New York office to make money as an Indian domestic worker grinds in your kitchen? Ask yourself this and tell me in the comments. Until next time.